Hi there, and welcome to Wandering Willow. I'm Nicole, aka The Wanderer, and today I'm going to talk to you about my very first bullet journal, which is a Leuchtturm 1917. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I spoke about it previously in my creativity haul that I posted last week, and you'll find a link to it over here. And I'm doing all of this for obviously YouTube, but also for my blog, which you'll find a link for over there. Or down below. So back to the important stuff. Finally got my first bullet journal, was about to start using it, and I was like, crap, what do I do? Because I spent months looking up inspiration and looking at blogs and everything like that and making lists of things I wanted to write about or include in my bullet journal. But here's the kicker. All those people that I admired, they have nice handwriting, they're creative people. I have neither of those things. I have really awful handwriting. I probably should have been a doctor. And I'm not very good at drawing. I can sometimes sketch what I see, copy what I see, and I can color for the adult coloring books, but that's the extent of my artistic abilities, I would say. So don't expect too much from this video, artistically. I'm sorry. But now let's get into it. So first thing I did was make a key. And I have the standard bullet journal key here on an index card that I put on the flaps and attached with some washi tape so that I could flip it out and be able to see my color code while I'm using my book and not have to constantly flip back to the beginning to look at my key. I can just flip it open, and even when the book's closed, I can see what color I need to be using, which is important because I have too many colors. That's my probably first mistake, was going a little overboard with the colors. Next we have my index page. Now on my index page I decided to divide it up into two columns. This column right here is I'm going to use for collections. Right now all I have is blog ideas, and so far there's not many of those. And then I have my dated stuff. That's going to be my future log, the monthly grids, and my weeklies, and I'm also including my monthly habit tracker on there. So first thing you're going to see is my future log. Right now it's blank. I haven't really added anything to it. I need to, because I actually have things I have to put in here, but I have forgotten to put them in. So then we have my March calendar. And over here on the right, I put goals. Some of them are regarding school, finishing up the last of my master's thesis or master's work stuff that I've been procrastinating for 2 years on. And one personal regarding weight loss and weight training. I'm getting married in December and I'm trying to lose weight and get toned so I can look super hot in my wedding dress. And I have one here for my blog to achieve a certain amount of views, which I have already done. Yes! So maybe I should have been more ambitious with my goal. Then we have my habit tracker. Again, not pretty. I marked all this out because I didn't get my book until I think the 9th or 10th of March. So I didn't really feel like filling in for all this stuff, and I didn't want to start here. So this is all just voided. And here on the side we have a bunch of habits that I wanted to track. I have this five-year journal book. It's really kind of cool. You have a question prompt and you answer it every, there's 5 gaps, and you answer it every day. There's 300, okay. There's one for every day of the year times 5. It's the same question, but you answer it 5 times. Once for 1 year, again the next year, the year after, the year after, the year after. So I started it last year in 2015, and I'm on the 2nd year now. And I have a tendency to forget to write in it. So I've added it to my habit tracker to try and remind myself to write in it every day. I have, thanks to Boho Berry, I am totally addicted to her website. Learned about morning, what is it called? How to Have a Good Morning Before 8 a.m. or something like that by Eldrod. I'll put the book information down below. But she incorporates some of his practices for mindfulness and productivity into her bullet journal. And I wanted to use a couple of them because, like I said previously, I do struggle with PTSD and depression and anxiety. And I know cognitive behavioral therapy can really help to overcome some of these issues every now and then. So I have added morning mantras to get my day started on the right foot. And I've added gratitude to my tracker because I think it's too easy to get swept up in not appreciating what happened that day, like even the small things. And I think those two little steps will really help me to feel better from day to day. I have also on here things like reading for 30 minutes a day, my blog, publishing on my blog, exercising for at least 30 minutes a day, doing something creative for 30 minutes a day, whether it's just coloring in my book or knitting or something. Water. I am horrible about drinking water, so I put on here that I need to drink at least 2 liters for March a day, and I haven't done it yet since the 11th, so I'm kind of slacking. I get close. Meditation, I have not started doing that yet, but I intend to later on in the month, and that's also kind of one of the like sucky things about what I did with my habit tracker here is I put stuff, see there's a lot of like gaps here. Some of these are some things that I haven't started with yet, but I was hoping to start working with before the end of the month. One of which is studying for my Swedish driver's license. Because even though I've had an American driver's license for almost, Jesus, I'm old, 20 years, I need to start all over to get a Swedish driver's license, which sucks. And then I have a face routine for AM and PM, you know, cleaning it, moisturizing, etc. And my medications for the morning and the day, or in the evening. And of course taking multivitamin and my calcium. But I am very bad at that, which is why they are blank. Then we get into my week logs. So for last week, because I started this on Friday, there's only Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And like I said, not very pretty, not lots of nice handwriting or anything like that. And I had to migrate a few things, especially this weekend. This weekend did not go according to plan because I didn't feel very well. What I am trying to do is track my water with these little like water drops and push myself to drink more water each day. And on Sunday, I did start with my gratitude. And I was thankful for sleeping in, which is amazing. And that my supervisor fixed my paperwork so I could get paid. Woohoo! And a lazy Sunday with no stress considering I wasn't feeling well. And then we have my blog ideas collection, which has one thing on here so far. So I got a lot of thinking to do. And I left the next page blank because I'm going to probably put another collection page there. Maybe like what to read, books to read or something like that. So then we come to this week. And in Sweden, we start the weeks on Monday, not on Sunday. And we use week numbers to denote weeks. So I have to make a mental note. I'm very bad at this, so I have to make a mental note up here in the corner of I have to make a mental note in the corner of which week I am in currently. And let me see if I can show you this without not showing you too many personal information. So again, here we have my plans for the week, and here's where I'm going to put my gratitude, my morning mantras, I put those there. Today I put progress, not perfection, because I am a perfectionist and I will drive myself nuts if I don't get it right. Your attitude determines your direction, and I do believe that, and I need to work on having a better, more positive attitude so that then hopefully life goes in a more positive direction. And then the last one is I can and I will. The thing I was covering up here that I didn't want you to see because it's kind of personal. like I said, I'm trying to lose weight for the wedding, and I'm not just trying to lose weight, I'm trying to lose fat and burn and build up muscle. And there is this great book that I will recommend called Burn the Fat, Feed the Muscle. I'm also going to put that down below. It's really an easy read and an interesting book if you are struggling with your weight and you're wanting to not just be skinny, but to transform yourself from being having more body fat than you wanted, and instead building up some muscle but not becoming a bodybuilder. So I put two days on each page because I have a lot to do this week that I haven't added to the book yet. And I'm thinking about, in some of this empty space, to write some journaling stuff, like a little bit about what happened that day, anything important of note or anything special. And yeah, so that's as far as I've gotten. As you can see, lots of color. I like color. And that's where these markers came into play again. I complained in the last video about the fact that they made my paper feel kind of scratchy in my coloring book paper. I will say on this paper they do wonderful. It doesn't leave my paper feeling scratchy at all. Let me see if I can show you. You can maybe see some bleed through here, but it's not anything like so severe that it annoys the crap out of me. So I can get past it. I actually found that my zebra pen left, which I used for the index page, my zebra ballpoint pen or whatever it is, that left more of bleed through, see-through, whatever you want to call it. Like, for example, you can see there, this is March that I drew. I mean, I can even feel right here. It's left an indentation on the other side. It's like reading Braille or something on the other side of my monthly grid, which I drew out using the zebra pen. So that's why I kind of switched to using these fiber pens, because it didn't bleed through as much and it didn't leave the other side feeling like really bumpy. The other thing I will mention that the Leuchtturm has, just like the Moleskine, is a pocket in the back where I'm keeping some stickers and some index cards. And I have these fun little paper clips for, you know, if I need to clip something in here, or if I want to clip a couple pages together or something in the future.